Phillipsburg Town Council meeting, March 16, 2021. Phillipsburg Councilwoman Danielle DeGerolamo speaks to the issue of vulgar remarks Council President Frank McVey directed toward a resident at a planning board meeting. She also refers to the abuse she has taken while being on council. She speaks of how being told to vote or else, not to ask so many questions during public meetings, and attacks with emails and fake IDs on social media. She speaks about being involved with a group that is involved with Loretta Weinberg and is taking a look at issues involving abuse that women in politics go through. Even as Councilwoman DeGerolamo was speaking, attacks were continuing against her. I have made screenshots, but I will not give those attacking the satisfaction of posting them in this video.
On a less positive note, so I have a story. I'll try to be brief, but I'm not known for that. I was called by the media recently, the last couple of weeks, more than once, asking me where I stood on a certain issue, on something that came up with one of our elected officials. And they said, "You haven't posted anything on social media. We want to know where you stand." And I said, "Sir, I do not comment on topics that put the town in a bad light on social media. If you want to know my position, I'll say it on public, on the record." That's what I'm choosing to do. So February 25th, 2021, for the record, I testified on a work group on harassment and misogyny in politics in New Jersey for women. I shared some of my personal stories, my personal struggles on why you'll never see my name on a ballot again in New Jersey. I was among a very nonpartisan group. And one thing was very, very clear. We were all there voluntarily. It's a consensus group for women, elected officials only. And we were Republicans, we were Democrats, and one thing was very, very clear. We all stood together on this issue. We were not divided in any way, shape, or form. I left that work group with a whole new network of women supporting me. And we are all now very close friends, and we talk every weekend and share our stories because a lot of them were the same. I've resorted to the point, anything I receive at this point in time goes straight to the police department, because the minute I send it to the police department, it stopped. We all had similar stories: fake social media accounts, encrypted emails, private messenger services, fake accounts, spoof emails that look like it's coming from us that it isn't, altered text messages, attacks on social media. I wasn't the only one. It was rampant in New Jersey politics. So the first thing that came to mind when I was called about this was the testimony I gave. You know, we all spoke about in our work group, we're told how to vote or else. We're told to stop asking so many questions in public meetings. Well, I sat there and I said in my testimony that I certainly wasn't elected to go with the flow, stand down, or stay in my lane. I'm a strong female and I'm proud of it. Ms. Bender-Chapman, feel free to call me anytime you see fit. I'm quite confident we'll disagree on policy. But on other matters, I can be that voice maybe you need to hear. And I would like to listen to any of your concerns regarding our town. I know you don't live here, but you are taking an active interest, and for that, you deserve to be heard. I can put you in touch with an advocate if you feel that need. So to answer the question of the reporters, I found it inexcusable. I honestly just don't care if it was intentional or not. We are responsible for what comes out of our mouth either way. Honestly, I didn't believe it until I listened to it and it was sent to me. To be honest, it reflects poorly on all of us. And I will be on the record as saying, you know, how we handle and conduct ourselves is how we will be remembered. I really hope, if it hasn't happened already, a public apology will be forthcoming. And please know, Ms. Chapman, that those actions don't speak for my opinion personally, because I'll only speak for myself. That's all I have.